Hi everyone, welcome to our virtual exhibit hall. My name is McKie and I'm representing McKie Splints. My own background is I'm an occupational therapist. I was working birth to 3 when I first designed the McKie thumb splint. And I will just put one on my hand so you can see what that looks like. So this is my size, it's an A2. When I put it on, I drop the strap below the corner of the palm and then bring it around. Find the IP joint in the thumb and make sure that the strap goes over the head of the IP. My intention is to be able to stabilize the thumb and keep it out so that I'm able to use the thumb functionally for pinch. And you can see I'm able to do a fine pincer grasp with this on. Sometimes I'm going to give you an overview of the products. So let me first show you all of our products. We have thumb splints. This is the smallest one we make. This is the size N1, neonatal 1, left hand. There are 3 neonatal sizes. This is the smallest. This is the smallest pediatric size, P1 left. And, well, I showed you the A2. We have sizes that go all the way to A5. Our other products include a dorsal stay thumb splint. So the stay is a removable aquaplast stay, and it's on the dorsum of the thumb. The intention is to immobilize both of these joints, and the application is for trigger thumb. In addition to our standard thumb splint, we also make a thumb splint with a plastic stay. And if I hold them side by side, you can see that the web where the plastic stay is wider. I'm going to put it on my hand and just show you if I can convey that, the stiffness of the plastic stay. I am trying as hard as I can to bring my thumb in, and this is what I'm able to do. So the application for this splint is particularly people with stronger spasticity who would otherwise keep their thumb in their palm. We make a couple of other products, 3 other products. One is called the Allison splint, and that is for when an individual has involvement in their wrist. It has a removable wrist stay, and so it gives support at the thumb. There's the strapping. In addition to the stay, the strapping on the back of the splint, sorry about this, also pulls into wrist extension. So it is pulling in that direction. This strap is, as well as this ulnar strap. The ulnar strap does a second function in that it puts pressure against the ulnar side of the hand to put it in a more neutral position. And we know that the flexor synergy kind of looks like this with the hand tipping ulnarly. So this strapping addresses that ulnar tipping. Sometimes that is so extreme that more is needed than just strapping. So we also make an Allison splint with a plastic stay along that ulnar surface. The stay goes around the ulnar side, and then it also wraps around the radial side. So if you can see on my own hand, the points of pressure are here along the ulnar side with my index finger, and then with my thumb, and pushing in. And that's essentially how that splint works. The other product that we sell is a Supinator Strap. And there are several unique things about our splint. For one thing, the entire surface of the splint is Velcro receptive. And I'm just going to put it on my hand. So it's meant to be able to work for many different hands. Yeah, I don't have to aim for a piece of fuzzy Velcro. Okay, so that makes application of the Supinator Strap pretty simple. So I first attach on the back of the hand, reattach my thumb splint. Then I put the hand opposite the flexor synergy. So I'm going to extend the wrist, rotate the forearm, and I wrap one time around the forearm. And this is my elbow right here. So I'm going to wrap directly behind the elbow, like so. And I'm going to push against it. So as I push in this direction, you can see some resistance in my my forearm. And what is happening naturally is it wants to bounce back into a more neutral position. At the elbow, what's going on is it's blocking to some degree elbow flexion, and that also is part of the flexor synergy. The third component is that because it attaches to the back of the splint, it also assists somewhat in wrist extension. My own experience as a therapist has been when children start to crawl, particularly kids with hemiplegias, they will often, because of weakness, crawl as they sweep their hand forward, they'll crawl on the back of the hand, thus weight bearing on the back of the hand and overstretching all of the extensor tendons. With this on, because it's such a flexible, functional splint, if a child begins to spontaneously move, they more likely will land on the palm of their hand. And in fact, I caught that on videotape when I did my research. One of my little boys that was always landing on the back of his hand, for the first time ever, landed on his palm. So one of the questions that people ask really often is they're used to using our competitor splint, the McKie Splint, and they want to know, well, how is your splint different from the McKie? So I always bring a sample so that that's obvious. So this is the smallest of the McKie splints. Maybe there's a smaller size, and this is the McKie Splint. So you can see the difference in the shape. There's also a difference in the thickness. So I don't know if you can see this, the thickness here versus the thickness here, if that's apparent. Okay. Another difference is, so thickness in a really tiny hand is an encumbrance and it will diminish function. The other unique quality of the McKie Splint is that it addresses the stronger of the spastic muscles in the thumb, which is the short flexor in the thumb. So when I attach my strap, if I attach it right at the IP joint, right over the head of the metacarpal, the MP joint, oops, then I put some pressure on the stronger of the flexor muscles and I allow development of the long flexor, which is necessary for pincer grasp. We have a means of measurement And I see that we probably need to have that here as well. I'll go get it right here. Yeah. Quickly go over that. There are 2 measurements that are needed, and it says centimeters, but you really should go to millimeters, the 1/10 of a centimeter. You measure around the IP and from the crease of the IP down to the center of the wrist crease. Then the first measurement is A and the second measurement is B. You simply intersect the measurements, and that gives you the sizes. These are the adult sizes. An alternative is to use a sizing kit, and we generally can sell these at somewhat of a discount to therapists. So this is an example of our pediatric sizing kit. It has all the pediatric sizes, a color sample, and a small supinator strap. So I hope you will visit our website. We have more information in our catalog. We can certainly send that to you. We can send you an electronic version, and we would love to hear any questions you have, so don't hesitate to email us. Our email is info@McKieSplints.com, and we hope you have a wonderful conference. Thank you.